Live.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. We are so excited to have you here today. And today, like always, we have a very exciting and interesting topic coming up. Today, the topic of the webinar is how to create cinematic AI videos. Now, a lot of people have been requesting this in our Facebook group as well. And many of our customers have created some incredible cinematic videos, right? Now, first things first, like, why do you create a cinematic video? What's the use for it? That might be one of the questions you have in your mind, right? So, with cinematic videos, the best thing for you, it increases your video quality, right? So, overall, the more you engage your customers on YouTube or any other social platform with your videos, the more subscribers you get, the more watch time you get, and ultimately your revenue goes up, right? So your goal should always be to increase the quality of the videos that you produce. So you can create various different styles of videos, but people are missing few minor tweaks that you can make to your prompts, to your video production style to increase the quality of your videos. So today we are going to discuss exactly that topic, how you can create videos that are comparable to Hollywood style productions, right? And this is not just a claim. I'm going to show you live examples today, and we're going to create some videos right in front of your eyes. Okay. And by the way, this is free training for all our customers that we do every Friday. Every Friday, it's free training for all our customers. We are one of the very, very few vendors in the market who actually take time to come online, speak to the customers live, take your feedback, do some step by step training so our customers can get the best results, right? So it's all included and there's no extra fees or anything like that for these live trainings. So it's our way of giving back to our customers for purchasing our apps and being a loyal customer. So first things first, I want to get a few things out of the way. My name is Sid Diwar. I'm the co-founder of Video Express, Artistly, and many of the other apps you see in the description box below. And with me, I have Ali, who's also one of our customer training coordinators here in the company. So today we are going to go step by step how to create cinematic AI videos that look like Hollywood productions. So welcome everybody. Can everybody here hear me okay? Just type in yes in the chat box so I know it's loud and clear and I can start the webinar. Okay, perfect. So let's get those comments coming in. Perfect. So you all can hear me okay? So that's perfect right now. Let's get started, okay? So first things first, for everybody here, welcome once again. And what I want you all to do right now is to go join our Facebook group, right? So many of you here are already in our Facebook group, but if you're not in our Facebook group, I highly recommend you join it right now. Okay, customer support will post the link in the chat box, so go in and join the group right now. Why should you join the group? It's a free group and it keeps you up to date with all the various AI technologies that are available in the market right now. The latest technologies, how to use them, and live customer examples, right? So in this group, you'll see hundreds of customers posting various different videos uh, that they created using AI. So they'll share the prompts, they'll share the types of videos, and all that kind of stuff that's so interesting and so valuable information that you can really use to increase the production quality of your videos, right? So, and it gives you special ideas on a daily basis on the type of videos that are working right now and the type of videos people are creating, right? So, a lot of people also share their YouTube channel links, their video links, and so on. So, what is the benefit for you by sharing your videos in the group, right? Not only will you get all the people, 68,000 plus people right now who are in the group to check out your channel, to click on your videos, it increases your watch time. You'll get new subscribers right from inside the group. So it's a great way to not only get new subscribers, but also to get that initial push to your videos, right? So YouTube algorithm works in such a way that once people start clicking on your video link and go watch your video is recommended to more people just like that, right? So by sharing your videos in the group, you'll get that instant push. So your videos go viral faster than any other people who don't have access to this group, right? So if you see this video, someone shared a YouTube video right here, 537 reach. So 537 people actually, clicked on the link or interacted with that post and so on. So there are multiple videos like that. There's tons of videos that people keep posting on a daily basis. You see the type of realistic style videos people are creating. Look at how cinematic that looks. It's just mind blowing what AI can create at the moment, right? So that's ultimately with this group. I want you to benefit. It's for the benefit of our customers, so they can create amazing videos just like the other customers are creating right here. If you see, this is a perfect example of a cinematic style video. This looks like inspired from Game of Thrones or something like that, right? One of our customer here shared this video in the group. You see 64 comments right now. A lot of people asking that customer how he created this style of video. Can you share the prompts? There's a lot of discussion going on, and a lot of people are replying to those comments, and including the video author, right? He's explaining how he created this video using Video Express and so on. You see how realistic and how high budget the production looks right here. So these are the style of videos you can create as well, starting today with Video Express, right? If you have Video Express, you can go learn from this group, learn from other customers, and create videos just like this. Okay. And see, this customer shared another video as well, which I wanted to show you. And we're gonna show you exactly how you can create these kind of videos as well. Just as an example, I wanted to show you like this video that was posted in our group. And by the way, this video was created with Video Express. Okay. You see how the titles, how beautiful they look and how high budget they look. This was all created by AI. So no animation, no complicated software, nothing. It's just Video Express, right? Created with simple prompts. So this particular documentary was about like Titanic, right? So look at how beautiful the visuals look. Doesn't this look like some high budget production that came out of a Hollywood production? Beautiful, right? You see how that how the entire thing looks. Look at that. And to create this kind of video, now you have to pay for Google Veo 3 or like Sora or like many of the other apps that are available in the market. But every single app available in the market right now charges you a monthly fee, right? I'll just pause the audio here. So every single other app, competing app in the market, they charge a monthly fee. Plus, you're limited by credits, right? So even if you make a mistake in one of the video generations and so on, your credits are deducted. So you don't get back those credits. With Video Express, there's no monthly fees. Everything is for a one-time payment. And literally, you can create high-quality cinematic style videos just like Sora or just like Veo 3 and so on. Obviously, there'll be some things that Veo 3 does better. There'll be some things that Video Express does better, or there'll be some other things that Sora does better. So it's not that we are comparing our app with the other apps. You can use whatever app you want, but as far as I know, Video Express is like the most affordable app currently, which creates AI videos that you can use immediately and create videos, right? So look at the style of production, the amazing quality that's being done right here, right? So how the waves move, how the people are, like it's just so beautiful and so amazing. So once again, there's no complicated software involved. So that's Video Express. So what I want you to do right now is, if you don't own the app yet, just go to videoexpress.ai and just go to videoexpress.ai and you can scroll down and you can create, you can get an account with Video Express for a one-time price. There's no monthly fees or anything like that, just a one-time payment, okay? So I want you to do that right now if you already don't own Video Express yet, okay? So that's one thing I wanted to mention right here. And by the way, if you use the coupon SECRET10, you can get a 10% discount right now. So just go to videoexpress.ai and get your Video Express copy right now, okay? So some more examples that were posted in the group, right? I wanted to show you some people are doing some really, really interesting things. So one of our customers right here, you see how this is the style of video he created with Video Express and shared in our group right here. You see how he's using different text prompts to create various different outputs that look super cinematic and super high quality, right? So look at this, like even the text, see how beautiful it looks, like how high quality it looks, and so on. So I want you to start creating high quality videos. Keep focus on quality, but don't get nitpicky, right? So quality and getting nitpicky are two different things, and this is what I want to convey to you today, and it's very important. Some people are really particular about, like, what shirt the actor is wearing, what color the shirt is. Some people in the background don't look good, like, the whatever, like, certain thing is appearing in a certain place, I don't want it to appear. Don't be so nitpicky with AI, right? AI has a mind of its own. So I want you to focus on quality, but don't get too nitpicky. So if you feel like the waves are not moving exactly the way they are supposed to move in this image, don't worry too much about it. Don't put too much focus on, like, being super nitpicky and super, like, particular about things, because with AI, it has a mind of its own, right? You can give it, like, whatever prompt, you can fine tune the prompt, you can, like, ask ChatGPT for the prompt, but every time it generates an image, it's like it's different, it's unique. So AI tries to match your vision, but it has a mind of its own. So you have to think of it like that, right? So it can generate an image that is not exactly the type, but uh, what I'm saying is, to speed up your production quality, focus on quality, but don't be nitpicky. Okay, so that's a good way to, like, really get your videos up and running. So you see how this particular customer created all these titles, like, with text and so on. They look super high quality and super beautiful. So I wanted to show that. And let's look at some other examples here, right? So this customer right here, they shared a YouTube URL link of a cinematic style video that they created, right, to our Facebook group right here. So I'll click on the link right now and I'll go to their YouTube channel as well. Okay. So let this ad play out for a second. Okay, so perfect. Look at this video that this person created, and this was created in Video Express, by the way, and shared in our Facebook group. So if you scroll in our Facebook group, you'll see the entire video and how we posted and so on. So if you see, like, super high quality and cinematic style imagery, right? So how this customer created this video, so beautiful. So very high quality, high budget creations. You see, so I want you to focus on that and create videos like this. And this doesn't have to be like any topic you can pick. You can do videos on history, for example. You can do space related videos, or you can do kids stories, for example. You can do AI movies, AI TV series, or whatever you choose. And you can ask ChatGPT to write the script for you, write the prompts for you, and so on. So it's as simple as that. The world is your oyster now. With AI, you can create any style of video on any topic and instantly start creating those kind of videos, right? So that's the beauty of it. So you see how high quality the visuals are, very beautiful and very exciting. Okay, so this is another customer right here who created another movie. I'm gonna click on that as well. So same thing here. You see how the visuals are super cinematic and super interesting and exciting. And this video was about a robot, right? You see a robot interacting with humans, and robots coming to Earth, or whatever the story was. Very beautiful visuals, all created by AI, all created by Video Express as well. Okay, so look at how beautiful the visuals look. Right. So these are the exact styles of videos we're going to show you on this webinar, how you can create and how you can start increasing the production quality of your videos. And here is a customer. He has an interesting example. He did something like sci-fi, like, something like imaginary. He created a song with these visuals, right? So he got an AI song and he created visuals for that song. You see how beautiful that video looks like. Just he went wild with his imagination, right? So very, very beautiful and very, very creative. You see how that video looks. So now, without a studio, without spending monthly fees, without having an animation team, without anything else, on any topic, you can start creating cinematic videos today with Video Express, right? So I wanted to show you these examples as a benchmark, so you can see what is possible right now with AI. So you can model after these stories of our customers, and you can get ideas for the videos that you are creating in your own thing, right? So look at this other customer right here, some other example he created. Let's look at this clip, right? See how beautiful the visuals look. See how realistic. Doesn't that look like a Hollywood movie creation or production? Camera angles and so on, how the way the video is created, the way the lady moves and so on. So it's just a mind blowing and beautiful thing with AI, that so many things are possible. So if you scroll down right here, this customer has various examples. See, they created a history style video on some historical event. Um, and you see this, the type of video that they created. And by the way, all these videos have sound. You can go into our Facebook group. By the way, you can go into our Facebook group, scroll down, and you can find all these videos and watch them with audio. Okay, so here I'm just showing you very quickly different examples, so I don't waste too much time. So I give you all the possibilities in the shortest time possible. Okay, so look at this customer, how he created like a beautiful example. Look at that titles, how they look, like the production quality and of the video. So you can create entire movies, entire like TV series, entire like kid stories, historical stories, bedtime stories, anything you can imagine, right? You can create with AI. So that's the beauty of it. Now, just to give you a brief on how these videos were created, I'm just going to show you a three-step process, and it's going to take literally 5 to 10 minutes. And I'm going to show you that a very short and sweet version of it. Ali will go into more detail, and is going to show you like everything step by step. He's going to answer all your questions live and show you all the details live. Okay, so I'm just going to show you a quick summary of this entire process, so you can get an idea. So if you really don't have a lot of time, you can watch that and you can understand exactly how to create those videos. Okay, so let's get started right here. So there are two, three different ways, right? And the best way I would recommend, like, if you have an idea in your mind that you want to create a kid's bedtime story, or a video on a historical event, or like video about space or whatever, I generally go into ChatGPT, right? You can use any, realistically, any different AI platform to create it. So I'm going to show you the process. I already went through it this morning. I created a movie and created a few scenes, and I got the prompts from ChatGPT and I put it into Video Express. So I'm going to show you exactly what happened and what process I went through, right? So I just wrote into ChatGPT. I went into ChatGPT and I wrote, I want to create a super high budget AI movie that is 60 seconds long. Have a story of human exploring an alien planet. Okay, humans exploring an alien planet. So that was my prompt. Very simple and straightforward prompt. Nothing complicated. Nothing like, anyone can do it. Realistically, anyone can do it. So literally, here is a 60-second high budget cinematic AI movie concept. It created for me, right? So it said opening, middle, climax, and end. So this whole thing it wrote for me in 60 seconds. This whole thing is 60 seconds, right? So then it wrote me the story of what's going to happen there. So I can even extend this prompt and I can say humans exploring an alien planet. There is a lead character. There's emotions in the story. You can add as much detail to the prompt as you want, but I wanted to keep it very simple so you get an idea. So it wrote me a 60-second story about like humans exploring an alien planet. Okay. Then I went, write cinematic image prompts for each scene. Make them high end in cinematic style, like it came from a Hollywood blockbuster. So that's all my prompt was. Make a cinematic image prompt for each scene. Make them high end in cinematic style, like they came from a Hollywood blockbuster. Simple, right? So ChatGPT went and it created image prompts for me for this story that it created, right? So it wrote me the story, it gave me the image prompts for every scene, literally every single scene for that 60-second movie that I can create, okay? So all I did here, I copied this prompt, I went into Video Express, let me close this thing, and then I'll say create from prompt, right? So all I did was open Video Express app, create from prompt. Okay. So create from prompt, paste this same prompt that I copied from ChatGPT. Okay. And then I'll say automatically enhance prompt. I'll remove it. This feature is super useful if you only write like few sentences, right? Like let's say I want to create like aliens walking in a beach background or something like that. If you write something small, it will extend it to like a super detailed prompt. But since I'm already pasting a super detailed prompt right here, I don't need to enhance it. Okay, so I'm unchecking the enhance my prompt automatically box, and then I'm going to put video length booster. I'm going to select it. This increases the length of the video that's generated at the end. Okay, so then I say create image. I just pasted the prompt and I just created that image. Okay, so all came from ChatGPT. I didn't do anything. 30 seconds of my time, literally, it wrote the story on the topic I wanted to write the story for, and then it created the prompts for me and everything else. So what I generally do, and I want to make this recommendation to you on the live call, is you see how I pasted the prompt, I got an image, right? So you can go with the first image if you're really satisfied, or what I can do is I can create an other image. So what it will do, I didn't change anything here. I just click create image again. Okay, this is the second time I'm clicking on it. So with the same prompt, it creates a different image. Let's see. So this is my first image that it created from the prompt, and this is the second image it created from the prompt. And you can save this image for future reference if you want to your computer. Okay, so you can click on this icon right here and save the image to your computer. So now you can pick the image that you're really satisfied with. So you can say I like this image, or you can say I like this image, and then you say create video. You see this button right here? You can just come here, and then generally what I do before I create a video, you see how it says video action prompt right here? You just copy the same prompt and you paste it into the video prompt as well. Okay, so same image prompt that I got from ChatGPT, you take it, and before you create a video, you paste it into the video action box as well, and then click create video. Right now, once you click that, it will go ahead and start creating your video. Okay, and once the video is created, it's going to save in your media library. Okay, we're going to go and we're going to check out all the videos. But before I do that, I'll show you another example. So this is a second prompt, right? So let's copy the second prompt right here, and then let's paste it into Video Express again. So what I'll do, I'll select all, delete the previous prompt. Okay, and then I'll paste this new prompt right here. So again, I'll remove the automatically enhance my prompt because I'm already pasting like a super detailed prompt, right? And I click create image. So this is my second scene of the video, right? So ChatGPT gave me the prompt for the second scene, scene 2. Okay, so I just copied it and pasted it. Okay, now it will generate an image for me for the second prompt. You see how it says astronauts landing on an alien planet? So this prompt is generated for that, and you see the image that it created. It sees astronauts landing on some alien planet, right? And it created in cinematic style and everything. I didn't have to do anything literally. And now, as I mentioned, you can create another image. If you're not satisfied with something, you can change this prompt, or you can just go ahead and create the image again. Okay, so I created a second image. Now I can compare if I like the first image or I like the second image. I can save the images to my computer that I like. Now let's look at this, right? So this is the first image that it generated with this prompt. And with the same prompt, when I click create image again, you see how it created a better image. Look at this. Image 1, image 2. I really like this image because it looks like they're on an alien planet. It looks like the spaceship is here. There's a lot of details missing here, right? So I like this image. Then what I'll do, I'll click on the video length booster and create video. Now you see all of the best part about using ChatGPT or any other AI application to create your videos is it will keep the videos in the same style. So if you're creating a movie or a video on a certain topic, all your prompts will be in the same color scheme, like, the style of the video. So the continuity is maintained throughout the video, right? So I forgot to do this. So you see how I forgot to enter a video action prompt? So it will create a video, but the movements might not be the exact thing that you need. So to get the best output possible, you should always copy the prompt and paste it into the video action prompt as well, and then create video. So it will go about, it will take all these details and try to do the best job it can do to create the best video output for you. So let me show you one last example of this third scene that we're creating. So they're exploring alien ruins, right? So they're on that planet and now they're exploring the alien planet. So let's paste this prompt. So I'll delete this first prompt, right? And then I'll paste the new prompt. This is scene number 3, exploring the alien planet, right? So again, enhance prompt, I'll remove it, create image, okay? So now it will create scene 3, okay, for that video. Okay. So then with all these images that it created, you see how it's like it has people exploring that alien planet. And just like the formula I use, I create the image again. So it gives me a different comparison point between the two images, and I can pick the best one I want. Okay. So let's wait for the second image to create. Okay. So okay. So once it creates, then I can select which one I like and I can go with that image as well. And while it's doing that, what I'll do is I'll copy this prompt right here and I'll paste it into the video action prompt as well. Okay. So then you see the image 1, image 2. I think this one has more detail, right? Overall, it has like, those ruins, and it has like some kind of, architectural, whatever. And people are exploring that. So I really like the detail in this one. So I'm going to use this and create a video, right? So it's as easy as that. And you see how all your scenes are being like in the same place. So you don't really have to exit and enter again and so on. You can see every single scene um, right from your panel right here. So it's very easy and straightforward to create a full length movie without really like going and trying to close it, come back, close it, come back, and all that kind of stuff. You can actually see visually all the scenes that were created. Okay, so that's clear now. So create from prompt is the option that I used. Okay, just for your clarity. So now I go into media library. I'll show you some of the examples that I created, right, for this movie particularly. So so in the morning, I was trying to create this. So you see how the scenes got animated now. The alien planet. This is the alien planet scene, and now this is landing on the alien planet. You see the video that was created from that image I generated just now with that prompt from ChatGPT. You see how beautiful and cinematic that looks with the astronauts moving, walking, and so on. It looks really beautiful. Okay. So now look at that astronaut. He's exploring something. He found something on the alien planet and so on. Now there's a full-fledged war going on with the aliens. There's something going on, like action scene going on. You see how that is? So very, very beautiful and very interesting way it creates with AI, right? You see how that spaceship is coming into the planet? Look at this. This is the astro. And look at this scene it created, right? Very, very beautiful. Look at that, how the astronauts are working. Again, an action scene in cinematic style as well. So all of this was simply created by ChatGPT using the two-step process I just showed you. You see how it created 8 scenes for me? And someone asked me, why is it 8 seconds per scene for that AI video that's created, right? Even Sora, Google VO, or any other app you use currently, it's only 8 seconds because video production with AI requires a lot of GPUs, it needs compute power and so on. So just to generate this video, it takes a lot of things in the background to make it possible, right? So it's really expensive process to create and generate AI videos. That's why most of the competing apps, they charge you monthly fees, right? Because it requires so much of compute power. But since we have an ecosystem of customers and we have an ecosystem of products that we use, we can support that for a large customer base without any monthly fees and so on. So right in front of your eyes, you see how I created these beautiful videos with that simple prompt from ChatGPT. Okay, so it's as simple as that. So today, your homework will be after this webinar. I want each and every one of you to go into ChatGPT or any other platform of your choice. Simply go into and write a cinematic. I want to create a high budget movie in whatever topic that you want to create in. Give it a simple prompt. Let it write the story for you. and then write image prompts for each scene, make it high end and cinematic style. You can say animation style, you can say anime style, you can say any other style. It's like sketch style or whatever style that you choose to create the video in, and it will create ultra detailed prompts for you that you can use inside Video Express to create high quality videos within minutes. Look at how beautiful it is. It's just mind blowing. I just get blown away every time I look at the quality of the videos that you can produce with AI. And with Video Express, I think it's the only app in the market without any monthly fees right now. So we don't know. Honestly, I'm telling you, we don't know how long we can support the monthly, offer it at a one-time price, because it's introductory and because of our customer base purchases so many of our different apps. Many of our customers are loyal customers who have purchased multiple apps from us. So we like to offer good discounts to our customers who are loyal to us. So that's why introductory price, we always release it at a lower price. And then obviously once the demand goes up, we need more compute power, more GPUs in the background, and more engineers who can create these kind of technologies. So the price obviously will go up over time. So right now, VideoExpress.ai one-time price, secret 10 for 10% off, right? So that's the beauty of it. So get started right now. You'll get access to the whole platform and you can create videos. Now, somebody asked me in the chat box, how can you create consistent characters, right? So that's the beauty of Video Express, right? With all other apps, there is no dedicated section for consistent characters. If you search on YouTube right now, Google VO consistent character, there are many videos and there are many articles even on Reddit right now. If you go and if you search the internet, they will say even with Google VO, they're not getting the perfect consistency for characters. It's super hard to create consistent character videos with Google VO. I'm struggling with it. You'll see a lot of users saying that. So what we did with Video Express to make it super easy for our customers, we added an entire section just for consistent characters, right? And this utilizes the same engine that we used here to create the videos from prompt, right? So you just go into consistent character. The only difference here is you upload a image that you want to work with. For example, let's say, I'll just type in here 1 second. Let me just find the image. So let's say I want to create, I want to use this girl as the base image, and I want to create multiple videos with her, okay? So then I select this girl from the image, and then I say walking on the beach or something like that. And I can have as detailed prompt as I want, sun shining, there's sun rays in the background, the beach is blue, or whatever I can type, right? Super detailed prompts. And then I can say create image. Then it will go ahead and create that image for me of this particular girl walking on the beach. I can say playing a guitar, I can say, whatever. And in the previous webinars that we did right on this channel, we went into detail on how you can do this, right? So you look at this. My image was just like a simple image of a face, right? Look at this lady. And here, it created an image for me with like the girl walking on the beach, okay? Let's say holding a guitar. So something like that, you see, I'll type of create an image. And just like this, you can create different scenes and then create a video for each scene if you choose to. So like that, you can create super long videos with consistent characters, right? The face is going to be maintained and everything is going to be maintained. And I can tell you right off the bat, Video Express has one of the best consistent character features available right now on the internet, okay? So you look at that, the girl is holding a guitar right now. The girl is walking on the beach, same face and everything else. So you maintain consistency throughout the images and create videos with that, right? And just that. So my movie, right? Now that all my clips have been generated, I can just drag and drop these clips into my timeline like this, okay? Simple as that, and create long length videos up to 5 minutes long. You can literally have each video be up to 5 minutes. And if you want longer videos, you can create multiple 5-minute videos and attach them together, okay? So that's how they're creating videos. All these customers who are creating videos are using this kind of system, right? So just like this customer right here who created a super high quality documentary about Titanic and so on. So this is how they created the movies. So you can do that too with Video Express right now, okay? Now I'll pass it on to Ali without wasting much of your time. He's going to go super in detail for people. I know a lot of customers, when we create tutorial videos, they keep saying that the video was too quick. I couldn't learn much. I couldn't follow because it was just too quick for me. So that's why we do a fast version, and then we do a slower version with Ali, where he'll go into all the steps, step by step, right? So that's why, to cater to all customers, we are doing this. So a fast version and a slow version. So now I'll pass it on to Ali. He'll take you through step by step and show you the entire process. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much for that, Sid. So I'm just going to remove the screen there. Okay, remove it. There we go, and I'll get my screen up. So welcome, everybody. I guess we've got to start making some cinematic videos. So before we start, let me show you a video I actually produced, okay? It's not Steven Spielberg worthy, but it's something that I created, and I just want you to be very conscious about not only the sound, but even the sound effects. So a lot of the examples we've shown you, unfortunately, sometimes you can't really hear the sounds, but I try to add more layers of, really taking it to a much higher level of production, because it's not just about creating these scenes, but how can you make them into talking actors, or even adding those sound effects, or even background music effects. So what I'm going to do, let me just play you this a quick short video, okay, for you right now.
The override isn't working. Initiate
Yes.
protocol vortex.
Protocol
Too many
vortex
infected.
will destroy the station.
Earth can't risk exposure.
Elliot, I'm sorry.
I need change.
30 seconds.
You were just trying to survive.
Yes.
That's
Too
all.
many infected.
Earth can't risk exposure.
I can fix it. Freedom. I'm gonna do it.
How? 15 seconds. Virus neutralized. Countdown aborted.
What are you?
Something new. I didn't mean to change.
So I would love to take credit for that, but I simply can't take credit. And you're probably wondering, what do you mean? Well, number one, ChatGPT built the entire script, which I'm going to walk you through the entire process. Okay. Number two, Video Express. All I simply done was copy and paste. That's it. And then I found some little sound effects and I added those. So now I want to walk you through the exact process of how this was made, so you can actually see. Okay. And one of the questions that I saw in the comments section is, a lot of you may be sitting on the fence and thinking, you know what? How do I come up with an idea? I think that's one of the biggest hurdles everybody has. Like, what niche, what industry, what category do I go into? Am I doing entertainment? Am I doing education? Am I doing storytelling? Am I doing history lesson? I just don't know. And the short answer is, try everything. Just go have fun. Just find a video. I mean, we've seen some good examples that we'll share. And I'm going to give you another really good strategy, is you can actually, very naughtily, but it's an unfair advantage. You can actually reverse engineer other people's videos and get ideas from it. Okay, so one of your best friends right now, I would really say, is ChatGPT is your friend. Okay. The reason I say that is, when we're creating videos, as we're going to do, one of the things is coming up with the concepts of the storyboard, coming up with the scenes, the image scene prompts, the video action prompts, and you need everything already structured in such a way that you don't need to be wasting time going back and forward. So what I mean by that is, look, one thing we'll share with you again, you'll have access to this document, what I call my workflow document. So all of this, believe it or not, was built with ChatGPT, okay? And I'll show you how that's going to look in ChatGPT. So very first thing, all I did is I asked it, this is the prompt, so you'll get the exact step-by-step process that I used, okay? First, I asked it, write a short 60-second film script and make it a sci-fi related video, all right? Look, even the grammar's appalling, but it doesn't matter, okay? So some of the key things I want you to see is that even though it says short 60-second, this is interchangeable. If you want to make it longer, make it up to 5 minutes long. Okay, and also we do have the additional app, so even if you go over that 5 minutes, you can make multiple number of 5-minute clips and add them all together. Okay, so essentially you can make really long length videos. Secondly, when it comes to sci-fi related, you can make it any other genre that you so decide. Now what I found is that if you're using ChatGPT and you go into ChatGPT, like I'm going to show you now, write a short 60-second film script. Okay. Now, what it did, it actually created the script first for my video. Now, you may be thinking, but isn't this the other way around? Like, is this a bit odd? Okay, so you're making a video, but first, before you make the video, you're making the script about how the actors are going to be speaking. So what the next step would be is once you have your script, okay, we just copy and paste it, put in our document. Now, the next prompt that I used was, ChatGPT prompt. Now make and label them scenes. Okay. So what it's going to do as you scroll down, check this out. Okay. It's made individual scenes. Okay. So it's segmented that script into individual scenes, right? Very smartly. Now you may be thinking, okay, yeah, but this is not really giving me those images and prompts. So remember, we're doing a workflow. We're trying to keep this. I mean, you may find a better workflow, but I thought this was a really simple, easy to follow workflow. Have the script, then we segment it into scenes. And then what we do, we take it one step further. Now we say for each scene, give me the image scene prompt and the video action prompt. Is everybody following? Can you see how this is now panning out? Now we have, if we want to create voiceovers, okay, text to speech, if you want to do your own voiceovers, if you want to import, we have now the ability to have a script that actually goes with our story. If you want to make our characters now talking characters, we can do that. Okay, we don't have to, but it's optional if that's what we choose to do. Now, once I've made that request to ChatGPT, and again, you will have access to this document, so you can kind of model this, or you could even put this in ChatGPT yourself and say, find a much better workflow and improve this, or engineer a better prompt so I can find it much more easier to follow through with, okay, or the process. You can make the process much, much easier for yourself. So next, what you're now going to see is that taking the entire script and the scenes, it has now created multiple, I think 7 scenes there. Okay, so we've got 7 scenes. Okay, and each scene will give me a breakdown of both the image scene prompt and the video action prompt. Okay, now the fascinating thing with this is, especially when Sid mentioned that if we come to Video Express and we go to create with AI, now guess what? You actually have a couple of options. You have the option of creating from the create from prompt. Okay, so creating the prompt. Guess what? Now we have. So I think Sid just jumped on, so that must mean he has more information.
Yeah, Ali, just the resources document
Yes.
that will be added to the description box after the webinar. Okay, so every webinar after we finish it, we're just going to add that document link in the description box. So check back tomorrow, or in the tutorials page as well. We add the resources doc as well. Just show them.
Yeah. Okay. So that was last week. So anybody wants to check
from inside the account, yeah.
Okay.
And one person was also asking, like, about the public gallery. Just before I leave, I'll just show that 1 second. Just Ali, you can click on the public gallery. Yeah, so somebody was asking me, like, is there a place where I can get inspiration for the type of videos people are creating and so on? So just Ali, briefly go over the public gallery and how they can get the prompts and so on, and then you can continue with the rest.
Sure. Okay. So when it comes to inspiration, if you remember when Sid showed you creating images and prompts, you actually have the choice of adding this into the public gallery. So what's fascinating about this, the public gallery, is that any image that you see, essentially, it's just a thumbnail. However, they are video. So if you come over any video that you may like let's say we've got this little dancing cat, go to the information section for details. Now you can play and check it, or what you'll see now, it's actually giving the complete breakdown. Okay, so it's giving you the breakdown of the image prompt and the video prompt. complete breakdown. Now, what's more fascinating about this is where this gets a little bit more of an unfair advantage. Just select redesign. It'll actually redirect you to create from prompt, and you can actually go and recreate the entire video yourself. You can actually go tweak it. You can go enhance it and make your own unique version of said example that you found. And you can do this time and time again. So you can take inspiration from that. Also, another thing to do, or you can do, is what I like to do. You don't have to, but change things up. If you want, change it up to 2D, 3D, make it more photorealistic, etc., etc. So if you want to change different type of style, different type of illustration, you can do all of that amazing stuff. Okay, so with the public gallery, let's go back to the public gallery. It is a great place. When you come in, you check out the stuff people are sharing. It will give you more ideas. I mean, check this one out. I guess we were just looking at stuff like alien related. So here we have a video prompt. So clearly this right here, we can actually go redesign, or we could just copy it ourselves and we can go in. And here's the one that Sid just created. So you can see that he's got both the image prompt and the video prompt there. So if I select redesign, guess what? Sid's done the hard work, and I just can come in and unfair advantage, come and use it if I want. There's nothing wrong with doing it whatsoever. And another key thing that I think we completely forgot to mention is that if you just come to the top here, you have two tabs. Okay, if you want to create this for desktop, 16:9 for YouTube related or desktop related, then by all means you can select that. If you want to make this for mobile devices, then just switch it over to vertical, and even the images now that will be generated essentially, and then your videos will be generated in a very clear 9:16 format, perfect for mobile, TikTok, Shorts, YouTube, Instagram Reels, and other social media platforms. So that's another key thing to remember. Okay, so so you have that public gallery. That would be a great place as well. And alternatively, you're probably fully aware that you have the Facebook inner circle, okay, the meta group, where you can just go look at media, select videos, and you'll see a whole host of good examples there where people are willingly sharing examples. So coming back to the cinematic video, now this is what I created. So I'm going to open up the project so you can actually see what it looks like. Okay, let's hopefully it is. Let's open this up. Yes, this is the one. Open cinematic project. And now can you see this right down here? Now, you may be thinking it's a lot, but to be honest, it took me no time at all. Okay, all it did is just, if I'm completely honest, it's just how far you want to go with your design. Well, how far do you want to go with your level of productions? And everything was done within Video Express, if I'm completely honest. So, how did I come up with this? How can you build this yourself? Is you've seen all these great examples, and I want every single one of you to be creating these high level Hollywood production style videos. Okay, anyone can do it. It doesn't need to be Hollywood. It could be any kind of other style or illustration videos. However, how can you also generate it even if you have or you believe that you've got maybe you're new. I've seen so many people that have just joined and just want to get on board and just create amazing videos. So let's go through this workflow. Okay, so I'm going to start with new. Now, coming back to my document, I've got a couple of scenes, haven't I? So if you remember, we went to ChatGPT. So I'll open up in ChatGPT so it's much clearer. Now it's going to give us two elements to this: the image scene prompt and the video action prompt. Now, if I go to the image scene prompt and I go into Video Express, I'm going to close this down. Okay, so if I go to create from prompt, and this is another you could say this is another important point. So it's always great to try these two variations. So when you come to the image scene prompt, one of the key things to remember is where it says image type, I would recommend you can try two variations: human. Okay, so I'm not going to enhance prompt because ChatGPT has already done that for me. You can share it to public gallery, but I'm just going to keep this nice and simple. So I'm going to select create image. Now it's off and it's going to start creating that image for me. Now, as Sid mentioned this before, that if you want to make another variation, you're not happy, you can recreate it. Now, for the second one, what I would suggest, you don't have to, you can try photorealistic. okay, for that more cinematic style. Because the way the AI works is obviously it's going to be tuned in. That's going to make a more cinematic style imagery for you. Okay, so I'm going to go create image. So I'm going to make 2 versions. Now, when you're happy with these versions, it's one of my rule of thumb is you don't have to, but I always make a copy. I always save one, so I can put it back in my document. And you've probably seen this back in my document here. So if I come down, I'll always make a reference image. And if there's particular characters, then I can repurpose those characters and make them into consistent characters. Okay, so we have those imageries. So let's now review those 2 images. Okay, one was made as a human image type. Okay, that's a human image type. Second one, more cinematic. Okay, so experiment, try different versions, and one of the I think a lovely thing Sid did mention is that sometimes don't try to chase perfection, because you'll get lost chasing perfection, because you'll never be satisfied. That's the honest truth. So the more times you do this, the more familiar you get with the app, the more you I would say, once you work with ChatGPT and get better at your prompts, let ChatGPT do all the hard work. Let it start building out your prompts, and you just have a discussion with it. Say, this is what I want. I want you to give me the best style prompt, and this is the effect that I want, and I want it to be amazing cinematic production. That's it. Okay. So let's now go to the image scene prompt. So once that's done, keep a copy. Great. Okay. Coming back now to video action prompt. Okay. Now with the video action prompt, now one thing Sid did mention, yes, you can bring the image scene prompt across to the video action prompt. But again, what I like to do, I'll work with ChatGPT and I want to create something different. I want to direct in such a way that it's going to create a more cinematic production in terms of the video. So the image scene prompt, I just want you to picture it. It's the reference image, isn't it? It's a reference image. And when we direct the video action prompt, we're bringing that image to life. And then we're trying to direct the AI. This is what we expect to happen from our reference image scene prompt. And it's just about, sometimes you may not get a good result, like Sid mentioned, amazingly put. Sometimes AI does have a mind of its own. However, when we're working with apps like ChatGPT and it understands that language, we can easily copy and paste and bring those prompts across, and we can create those versions. Now, check this out. So if I go to create video now, okay, I created that video. And what I can also do, this is a great way of looking at it. See the first image? I can go make a second version as well. I can make 2 versions and see which one comes out the best. Okay. Now, once that's done, okay, that's off and loading. You'll see this in the My AI Videos tab. Okay, those are being now processed. Now, for those, I know many of you will have Artistly. Okay. So another thing is that what you can do, you don't have to, but if you have Artistly, I'm just going to really quickly touch on this, because with Artistly, obviously, it does make some amazing style images, and Video Express, it does make images, but obviously Artistly AI makes images that are, it's a design application, isn't it? So you'll see the images I even created, a good, huge amount were created within Artistly, okay? And obviously they connect via the API, which you can watch a tutorial on how to do that. So I can take this prompt. So this is where I was before I was getting go off track. I come here and I can also, if you have Artistly, you can do this. If you don't, it's fine. Video Express will do the same thing. But I took that image scene prompt and I can come and generate images in Artistly, and I can see the quality of them as well, because that will also elevate the production level. Okay, but you don't have to. Now, as we're allowing that to go build, okay, so remember the first scene we create from prompt. Now, the way I created it, I thought, what's the fastest way for me to create the video with the least amount of effort? Because I know many of you are busy. So I'm thinking, how can a user create a video, like just generate high quality videos in the shortest space of time? Because sometimes, yes, it takes a little bit of time, but what about volume? If you could do a balance between volume and quality, is it possible? And this was the fastest way, and I'll show you how I created it. So see, scene 1 has the image scene prompt, and then we have the video action prompt. Guess what? I take Okay, I can take this, okay, the video action prompt. Let's come back to Video Express, and we can do text to video. So here, look, video prompt, and all I do, I can do video booster and create video. Okay. And another way is, again, you can also take the image scene prompt and you can try the other version as well, okay, for the best result as part of your story. Now, if I open this, okay, this is the scenes that I made. Now, so each scene as part of my 7-scene story, that was all ChatGPT created. Now, I'm going to try to build this in front of you like I done it for the, well, I've done it for the first time, okay, so let's just say I come to create with AI. Okay. I go to, obviously, I've gone to text to video for each and every single one of them I built. I just came and put the video prompt one by one. Now, once that's done, once I've done that one by one, you will see every single thing that was created was all done here. Okay. So I'm going to just show you how each scene will now look. So this was the very first scene. So in my document, you'll have access to this. You will see and you can follow the workflow. This is the exact same thing that was created. Okay. And this is another important point is that you'll see I've highlighted this in yellow. There's a reason I put that in yellow because I've added that myself. So even ChatGPT gave me a version. Okay. It gave me a version. But if I come back to Video Express and I create from prompt, I come here. And check this out, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to create, let's keep it human, okay? Create image. I'm just going to come back here because I've got another version that hasn't got that. So I can tweak it. So like we mentioned before, working with ChatGPT and things like that, you do not have to just rely on it. You can make your own personal tweaks, okay? So check this out. There's no humans. So what I'm going to do, and those that are asking, am I going to show how to add audio? Yes, I'm going to show you how you can use the inbuilt Video Express audio clips for sound effects and things like that, and how then you can align it. Also, I'm going to show you an amazing way, not amazing way, but another strategy how you can take a snippet of your clips and make them into talking videos, and then how you can do voiceovers and things like that, and just get that more dynamic video effect. So what we're going to do, so now I've added lots of people sitting at the terminals, and let's go create another version. Okay. So I understand. Look, it is a process. It does take time. So thank you for every single one of you that is being patient. And check this out now. Right? Can you see the difference? ChatGPT gave me one version. Okay, this was the first version. Right? And if I want, I can. This is another really important point. If I want, I can take this image. I can go to consistent character and I can tweak it. Right? I can, if I like this image, there's nothing stopping me from actually using this image, just enhancing it. However, if I go to the second one, now I've added people into the image, the second version. And now this looks a little bit more as you would expect. Okay. And let's just say sitting at terminal, instead of lots of people standing. Okay. And create. So here we go. Okay, so here's another one. Look at that. So you got people standing there, and we've got a nice mixture as well of there. So this one, yeah, it looks a little bit more, I don't know. It looks like an old battered ship, but I think this one, this looks the best, isn't it? So what we can do now, we've got the image scene prompt. And for this one, the same thing, we'll just go and we'll copy that and bring it across. Okay. And create video. So I'm just trying to reinforce the basic steps of doing this when you're creating it. So now we have, okay, we've got a couple of videos that we've just created. So what we'll do, let's have a nice clean slate just to show you the steps. And remember, we made different versions and we can see which one looks the best. Right. Okay. So they actually both look good. Let's have a look again. But the issue with this one, it's not an issue, it's actually good, but I can't see her face. Now, if I'm completely honest, I can build out the female subject in the video because we haven't seen her face. So it doesn't matter, right? We can actually recreate it. We can recreate this scene, and here's a another way. You don't have to do this, but I find this, this is makes your life a lot easier. Okay, whether it's her, or if you want to make things a little bit easier, but it's completely up to. I'm going to show you two ways. So see this one now here. We can see her face, isn't it? So I'm going to show you something which just, I guess, it makes life a little bit more easier. So what I'm going to show you now, I'm going to take a picture of her. And what we do, I'm going to come to my media library. Okay. I'm going to upload. So sometimes if you're creating these scenes and you've got this female, how would you then allow her to become consistent in your videos? Right. This is the key thing, isn't it? Because sometimes when you're using create with AI, or you're going to use text to video, you're not going to have consistent characters in these scenes. So this is another way how you can then transform those characters, or how you can obtain the still from the image and make them consistent. So I'm going to upload that. Okay. Now, what you can do, you come over to ChatGPT. I'm going to show you a really easy way. You can just drag and drop the scene. Okay. So, and what you say, give me the exact image scene prompt for this. I want everything the same. Okay, that's it. It's just really, really simple. And we'll give that a few moments just to marinate. And that's the image scene prompt. And if I want, I can ask it for a video prompt as well, video action prompt. I come back now. Okay, so let's just say we've built all of our scenes out now. We've got all of our scenes, etc., which I'm actually, let me show you how that's going to look, so you can actually follow with me. So if we've got this scene, then we've got the second one. So we've got her there, isn't it? Now the issue is we want a bit of a longer scene with her. So what we're going to do, we're going to go create with AI consistent character. Let's go to reference photo. We've got her uploaded. And there's two ways. You can keep this simple. You can actually say, look, exact photo, weirdly. Not weirdly, but yeah, you can keep it really, really simple. Create image, and let's look. Exact photo. Remember, you can, depend on the devices that you're creating, with the landscape or vertical, those are the ones that you're going to hit. And check this out. So it's taken that snippet and it's extended it now. Okay. Now, what I can do with the video action prompt, I can say, okay, give me the video action prompt. She's angry and typing. Make it dramatic. If you want to talk about lens angles, if you want the camera to maybe zoom, spin around or do a 360, come in close, come out, back and forward, whatever you want, you can actually do all of that stuff. So cut to a close-up of her face. Okay. So come back here. And again, we have the image now. Always save it as the reference, okay? And what we do, we go ahead and we create video. But before you do it, you don't have to. You can do video length booster. And this is how you make her talk, okay? Select talking photos. The moment you go to create video, you'll have options here now. So if I go to my script, let's just say theoretically, I go to my script. Remember, in my workflow, I had a script ready here. And check this out. Okay, this was the captain. The override isn't working. AI initiate protocol vortex. I come in, I paste it. Now, amazingly, what you can do if you come to a female voice, you'll see there's emotion in it. So for this one, I'm going to put her as, let's put her as terrified. And what you can do, you can gently slow it down for that more, it's a psychological thing, isn't it? She's more slowed down in her speech because she's scared. And, you know, I've done this countless times where you can actually test out, you can import the speech where it's not technically saving it, but you can listen to it first. You won't be able to hear it, but I can hear it. Okay. You can do voice recording, you can import audio. It's up to you. But for this one, I'm happy with it. I select create talking video. The moment I've done that, okay, that's it. That's now my other part of the scene. And then I can wait. So these are the other ones that have been done. And you can see how some of these are going to look. And again, we can take her image and we can make her into a consistent character. Okay, so it's just like her now. Yes, okay, this is another really good example. So I want her as my character, isn't it? I want her. Okay, so what I can do, I could take an image of her. I come to my media library, I upload, add file, upload file. Okay, so I can take a screenshot. I can use her as a still. And then it's just basically coming to consistent character and using her there. Okay, exact image and create. Now, obviously, if I take a bigger shot, then it's fine, but I just want that specific character. And the same thing, if you want, you can go into ChatGPT, drag and drop, and you know it will give you a much more thorough prompt. Especially image scene prompt is fine because we've got that there. Okay, you can see that that's nice now. The video action prompt. So then we can do talking photos, and let's just go to video action prompt. Yes, we need a video action prompt. Let's just say. So let me show you. I need a video action prompt for this captain talking. So if you're patient with this, the process is, you know, it's a simple process. So I can do human or photorealistic. I'm just going to keep it as human. Okay. Now it's asking me for the speech. So let's just do this one. And I can do the same adjustments to show different emotions. Angry, import. So I can test it. I always listen to my speech first. Okay, I'm happy with it. Okay, create. And that's it. And then we just allow it on its process and start building. So those are currently being processed right now. Okay. So what we do while these are getting built out, we're now going to start I'm going to show you the entire workflow that I did here and put the scenes together. Okay, and show you how I came up with all the sound effects. So the first one, as we scroll down, was a scene. Okay, scene number one. Scene number one was this one right here. Scene number two with the boy. Scene number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's a black screen, which I put a bit of text, but that's fine. Now, what we have here, okay, scene number 1. Now, what's fascinating with this is that if you ever come to a scene and you're unhappy with it and you want to make a tweak, simply go to the video, okay? This is, I guess, another really important point. Right-click and check where it says redesign. It'll always take you back into create from prompt, and you can actually go and make adjustments to that particular scene. If you want to recreate it, maybe you want to enhance it, maybe you want to change it, change the image type. Okay, maybe you want to make adjustments and make it into a talking photo. You can, because sometimes you don't want to. You have the issue, isn't it, that you don't want to recreate it entirely from scratch and going through the process, etc., etc. Okay, so now we have the scenes. Now, what you're going to notice with this is it's a little bit different from what you watched. The reason being is I then enhance these scenes itself. And what that means is if I go here, okay, let me show you. So I took, remember this lady here? Same process I've just shown you. I took an image of this lady, and then guess what I did? Let me show you what this looks like. Okay, version number 1, you can see now we've animated her. From the very snippet that we saw of her, we've now brought her to life in her own scene. And here's a second one. And it's a very good lip sync, this, okay? So what I do, I zoom into my track, and you can see this is where she is, isn't it? Right? And do you remember these tracks that I had? Now, if I want, I move things across. Okay, let's move things across because we want to add her scene into this, isn't it? And then if I want, I've got the very last one. Does it fit the scene? Yes. Okay, it looks really good. Now, next I have that young boy. Okay, so that was scene number 1. Now, just I want you to think scene number 2. I come back to my script. Okay, here we can see this is the prompts. All of this stuff you'll have access to. Now, I've got the image scene. It's just a boy. He's there. He's got some infection, one of those viruses, and they don't want it to reach Earth. Now, what I did, the same process, I can take a snippet of him and I can make him a consistent character. That's exactly what I did. I wanted to put a bit more emphasis on him, make him a little bit more dramatic, should we say. So what I did, let's have a look. So I've got a couple of versions of him, and you can see. So I always test more than one. Here's the first one of him. He comes flying like Casper the Ghost. But I thought this one was a little bit better because I've got him as a talking character. So there is actually an amazing lip sync with this character here. Now, what I can do, I go to my timeline and I see on the timeline, you can do a little bit of minor editing. You don't have to. We can see where that is. And you can see he's moving, isn't he? So if I want, I just bring this clip in and let's see what happens. So I can see it kind of gets a bit close here. So I want a halfway point. I think this is really good. I can cut. So I cut this. Can you see that? It's now made a separate clip. Right click, delete, and I bring that over across and check this out now. And there is lip sync. It's a talking character now. And this is how we built or use that consistent character ability. Now we have scene number 3 now. Okay. Now she's obviously on a device. So if I want to go back to the story, try to understand a little better. Yeah, okay. The lady, she's red warning lights, one hand, etc., etc. Now, so a long scene, do I really want it? I don't have to have it. I can slice it up a little bit more. And what you see, I have another, one of the captains here. And I can add it, okay? It's like another variation of this lady here. Now, once I've done all of this stuff, okay, you're probably thinking we can take our scenes, we can make those characters, we can make them talking videos. Now, if you don't want to have talking characters or you want to mix just like similar to what I did, another great way is what you can do. If you simply go over to import media, you can use text to speech or voice record. If you want to do your own voices, if you think you can do, multiple different voices, hey, have fun with it. Text to speech is something that I did also, where you can go. So what I would do in this example, if I'm not using talking photos, that ability of making a talking video, it's completely up to you. But in my version, I made a variety. I done a mix. So for this one, I can make one long audio clip, but for me, I made snippets because I wanted to put them specifically where I want them. So I come here, I paste that part of the script. So this is why it's important, isn't it? When you've got everything in a document, you're just coming back, copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. That's it. I mean, you can't. There's no way of getting confused with this stuff. But again, it depends on the level of production that you want to create. If you want to go above and beyond, great. Okay. And then I can see messages. I will show you transitions and things like that. So please be patient because I know if I go off track, then we'll lose. But just before I continue, is everybody with me so far? Does this make sense? Because I'm hoping it makes sense because I understand sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming. But as long as everybody right now just lets me know, yes, this makes sense. And you're getting ideas from this is the key thing. If you need any clarification, then I will obviously try to do better in that respect. Okay, great. So once I've done this, I would say, depending on your scene, when you're playing it, this is another key thing. If you want, ask ChatGPT what kind of voice should I have, what kind of emotion, etc., etc. But what I would do, I think many of us watch enough movies, isn't it, to understand. Try to feel like you're in the scene and what is the emotion you're trying to convey? Because right now I know as part of this scene, there's an emergency. You've got red lights going on. So the person's either terrified, they're scared, etc., etc. So what I would do, obviously, I know it's a female. I'm going to come to the female voice. I'm going to test a number of voices. So don't be shy just to pick one. And for emotions, depending on the scene, what I would do, I would try a different number of scenes. Let's say terrified. Okay. And what I've done, this actually might work well for you as well. I would slow down the speed of the voice, depending on the urgency, or speed it up, and even make adjustments of the pitch. Once I do that, I select import speech because I now want to demo the voice. I want to see, does it actually fit my scene? And, you know, remember the key is, look, just have fun with it. Just get it out there if you have to. Don't overthink things like sometimes like I do and try to get things, but you don't have to. Just have fun with it. But when you start, having fun with it, and you think, you know what? I think I can make this better than hate. By all means, have really enjoy the process because it is fun. Once you, I guess, when you do it the first few times, it's a little bit daunting, but the more times you do it, it does get more fun. So once I have that, okay, you can see you can download that audio clip. Okay, that's it. You've got the audio clip. I just come back to my audio here, upload the file, and from my downloads, that's it. Upload the file. That's all I do. And then what I do, you can see now my clip is ready. I simply drag and drop onto the timeline. Guess what? It's a perfect length. Okay, depending where that lady is speaking, you can see I just align it where she's going to actually start speaking. Now, what's fascinating is that you see we have 2 tracks. What you need to do, if you want to add more tracks, like below, above or below, simply select, let's do below. Now we've got a 3rd track. Okay. And the reason we do this is that if we then want to add sound effects, so let's just say for this very first scene, remember we had her speaking, okay? Now what I did, I go to audio, I go to effects. Now many of you won't even know that some of these effects are there, okay? It just takes a little bit of time and go through these, right? And you'll be very fascinated. And for me, you can go search, but what I did, if I'm completely honest, I'm thinking of a space type theme, isn't it? So I want like even some of these sounds. Look, all I do is I play them and I see, is it fitting? Is it going to fit the effect? Because it's like sometimes some of these clips, even if it's a minute, it's like a trailer, isn't it? It's like fast, dynamic, impactful, right? It just pops. So what I do, I take one of the sound effects. Okay, let's just say there's an intruder alert. Okay, because we've got red alert. Let's have a look for this one. Okay, and what I do, intruder alert. Check this out. So remember, I've got the audio track here. That's the speaking. Okay, that's the text to speech, and now I've got a sound effect. Now I don't need the full version. I just need it as part of that clip or that segment. Okay, that 8 seconds. Now, next, one of the key things that I would do, I would right click, I go to properties and I adjust the volume because I don't want it overbearing that it goes over the speech. So I adjust it and I put it on the lowest. And then what I do, I come back and I play it now. I test it. Now, these little tweaks, they will drastically enhance your clip. So let me play just the start of it like we've done, but you'll hear it.
The override isn't working. Initiate
Yes.
protocol vortex.
Protocol
Too many
vortex will
infected.
destroy the station.
Earth can't risk exposure.
So you can even hear there's a flyby like a jet. Okay. So in this one, can you see where it says jet flyby? Simple drag and drop. And you can see such a long clip. And if I zoom in, I can see how long is that audio for that. It's not very long. The sound wave is not long at all. I don't need a long clip like that. So what I can do, I can snip it or I can just simply drag it down to exactly how I want it and I play it. And the same way, I go to properties, I make an adjustment to the audio. If I want it louder, I put it louder. But it's about testing, make an adjustment, and then coming back and revisiting, saying, okay, you know what, this works really well. Okay. Now, last but not least, because you can imagine once you start building this out, okay, remember step by step. Don't worry, it's not as hard as you think it is, but you can see a step by step. The last one, you don't have to, but for me, what I did, if I go to, let's just say, if you have music, if you have your own music, fine, have something that really works. You can actually add a music track. Let's just put this one here. I drag and drop it, and you can see on my track, even though it's longer. Let me zoom out. I can simply copy and paste and paste, and then I can adjust there. And with the same process, I can adjust the properties, put the volume down, make an adjustment. So it's not too overbearing over the speech or the sound effects, but it's completely up to you. Okay. And once you've done that, let's just save as example. Once you've done this process, remember step by step, it won't, honestly, if I'm completely honest, it will not take you a lot of time. Okay, compared to doing this the manual way. If you're some kind, if you went and hired someone or you try to do this step by step, like from scratch as a copywriter, then do video animation, it would be impossible. So here, once you've done that, this is how it would then appear. Okay, so hopefully now you can see it's not. When you first saw it, it looked a bit like, okay, that's quite a lot. It's a bit overwhelming. But here I have all my soundtracks here. Look, we've got modern jet flyby here. We've got the intruder alert. Then if I zoom in, you'll see these are my clips. Okay, down below, I've got all my audio tracks, which I use text to speech. I simply then copy and paste them there, and I align it with exactly the part of the video that I want. Once I've done that, you'll see then I've introduced new clips with the consistent character element that is specific talking photo. And you'll see if I go to my media library, you'll see, look at these characters. Okay, remember that was the female that I created, just took an image and I used it as a consistent character. Okay, that way when you're using create from prompt or using text to video, the issue that you have if you're then trying to create more scenes, you won't have that character anymore. That's the issue, isn't it? But having something like Video Express and having that core functionality of consistent character, we can now bring back those characters and have continuity as part of your series or your films or your productions. Okay, you're not going to lose out on that. So it just elevates the whole project of yours. And here we have this other character here, the boy. Okay, so we can actually bring him to the forefront and recreate him. If I go to my media library, let's see, and check this out. Remember that character we created? So you remember how we just had that simple video, okay, of the lady here, and then what it would look like. So instead of me just playing it, if we come back to new, this is how it would look like. Okay, check this out now. Now, for those asking if I even want to go a little bit further, if I go to any clip, okay, this is the key. If I go to any clip, right click, can you see that? Transition in or transition out. So I can transition out, okay, because I'm transitioning out and it's going to go to the new clip, so I can have it fade. Okay, so it's a nice kind of transition that it looks natural, and it's a more smooth transition over to the next clip, because or depending, sometimes you might want that level of interrupt where just it's a bit more abrupt. Okay, but it's completely up to you. You'll have a number of different transitions, and the key thing I want everybody to remember is that the moment you actually add a transition, you can see, look, transitions being applied. When you play, you're not going to see it, so you'll get confused. You think, oh, I can't see the transition. The reason you can't see is only when you produce it, then you'll be able to see it. So don't worry, don't panic. It's there. Alongside that, if you want a fast cut, you also have a different style of fast cut. So you've got zoom, rotation, non-stop, etc., etc. Okay, and I would say another key thing is that if you do want to add like text, then by all means you can add text. Okay, which I'll show you in just a moment. So if I wanted to add text, I'll go to filters. Maybe you want to do movie credits or any kind of overlay of text. You can see I went to tiles, I drag it and drop it anywhere. If I want more than one track, I can do that. I go to properties or edit, sorry. Oh, where's it gone? Okay, there we go. So we've got our scene up there, text, and you can see there's our text box there. So if you want to add a watermark, anything like that, you can. And obviously, once that's done, I always say, look, when you're doing your projects, just make sure you always save space talking. Okay. Okay. Now, so let me just quickly just clarify: is everybody? Can you actually? Do you feel now that you have a much better concept or idea or understanding that you can actually go do this yourself now? That's not complicated. Sometimes when we see stuff on the face of it, when you first saw it, you think, oh, you know what, it's quite overwhelming. But you can see how we've done it step by step. We just create these little clips. We boost those clips because essentially they're 4 seconds. They go up to 8 seconds, so they seem a lot longer. It takes up more time, which is great. And then we can add these voice effects, sound effects. We can then, and remember, everything's done by ChatGPT. It's just simple job of copy and pasting. Okay. So now, another thing that I want to cover, because I thought this is a really interesting thing. So do you remember this video? Okay, because some of you may be thinking, how do I recreate it? So we've got it of the Titanic text. So technically, look, when it comes to text animation, when you're using AI, sometimes it's not. Sometimes there can be discrepancies. That's the best way of putting it. So it always comes down to being very clear with your prompts, and I use ChatGPT for this. And what you'll see if I go into my workflow document, what was fascinating, because I tested this thoroughly, because sometimes you got to understand. Sometimes it is fail and error, isn't it? Trial and error, right? So one thing I want everybody to remember is that when you make a reference photo, so in this example here, we've got this snippet of Titanic. Now, you probably won't even realize this, but I took a snapshot of this. I took an image, a screen dump, right? I took an image of this, and I go into ChatGPT. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Let's have a look. Where are you? Should be here somewhere. There we go. Okay, so check this out. And I ask it, I need a video prompt. Okay, but I want it to appear out of the water. Right? So what was fascinating is when you, obviously, this is a good way of getting inspiration and examples, but if you look at the timeline, this is important. The timeline consists of different scenes, and they're like 8 seconds long. Can you see that, everybody? So what you don't realize that if you wanted inspiration, right, you could go to each scene, take a snippet, and reverse engineer those prompts. you know, and it can give you ideas, etc., etc. So, you know, this is advanced level stuff. But in this example, you can see I gave it 3 scenes from that video, and guess what it did? It reversed. You know, it gave me both the image scene prompt and the video action prompt for those scenes of the Titanic, right? And you'll see them here. Okay. Oh, it actually start building me out more, but you'll see the scenes are here. Now, the issue that I experienced, okay, when building this out, let me show you. Okay, I'm going to show you. So if I can show you some of the not mistakes, but if I can show you what not to do, then you can actually avoid not making the same pitfalls, if that makes sense. So you don't get what's the word? Frustrated. So let me show you the first one. So here we have it. Beautiful text, very nice, based on that image. Okay. Let me play this the other one. Okay, very similar. Let's play another one. Again, nice shimmering, beautiful, great looking graphic. Look at that. Starts to elevate. Okay, perfect, nice. And we've got another one very similar. This one's going up, different animations, etc., etc. So, can anyone tell me what is different? What's missing from this one, from our one compared to this one? Okay, so what's missing is our text is not appearing, it's not elevating from anywhere. So this is why it's so important when you're creating your image scene prompt. You may think I need the text already there, and sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes it has to appear like this. It's just the iceberg, and then the video action prompt will then instruct the AI in what you want to occur. So if we go back to our document, okay, you can have a screenshot, okay, and you can have the image scene prompt, and what it actually, let me just show you what that will look like. Okay, let's go and do this example here right in front of your very eyes. So if I come here, I go to, let's go for cinematic. Okay, let's go for that. Let's go create image. So ideally, what we need to do, we need to create a scene where there is no text there. We just need the nice, clean, sterile environment before anything happens. Can you see that? Okay, that's ideally that's not what you want. We want a picture that there is no text. Environment, fine. Okay, the location is fine, but the text is not correct. Okay, we don't need that. So if you scroll down, now check this out. So now I had to go revise. I had to go discuss with ChatGPT. Let's engineer a better prompt for exactly what we need to appear. So before we need to create an image before the text appears, isn't it? That's the key. So what we do here, we copy, and we can come over here. Same process, paste. Now, why is this important? So just imagine when you're making your videos now, your productions, doesn't matter what niche or category or industry that you're creating, you can make beautiful intros, right? With these beautiful logos, these animations. You know, you see, Warner Brothers or Century, whatever they call it, Paramount, and all these beautiful introductions. You can do all of that stuff. Now, this one, it looks nice, but it looks more like cotton wool. I don't like it. I'm going to go back and I'm going to try a different version. Okay. So this is the other amazing thing about it, is that if you're not happy, you don't have to always stick with your first one. Now, alternatively, if you want, remember, we've got Artistly and check these. Remember, we've done these designs. We didn't even come back and check, but you can see, the level of designs on these ones, amazing as well. Okay. You can see some of these designs. We can come and we can try that prompt. Okay. So we've got a nice one here, blue, a little bit better. We can enhance it, but that's fine. I come back and I get my video action prompt. Now, what you're going to see is a little bit different. So it now gives us a breakdown of exactly what we want to occur. So remember, when you have this document, by all means, you can go into ChatGPT and you can ask it to update it. You can change the scenery, the location, the environment, the text, even the color of the text, the effects of the text. If you want fireworks in the background, you can do all of that stuff. And here we have, okay, so I'm going to boost this one. And we're going to go and create a video. Now, Same method. What I like to do, you don't have to do this. I like to make 2 tests and I create a video based on that. Okay. And then ultimately, what we'll do whilst that's getting processed, I'll show you another one that I created. Okay. And I'll show you that how we build this one out. I made there's some really beautiful ones that we created. And here's another one. Let's see if there's any difference. Check this out. Okay. And remember, the reason it keeps coming out in the same color is because I just reverse engineered this one. Same colors, essentially. Okay. So we can tweak all of that stuff. It's not an issue. And here we have another one. Look at this. So it's all about the prompt. Discuss it with ChatGPT and say, look, this is what I'm looking for. Maybe I want it to appear from the right, appear from the left. Maybe I want it to fade in. Maybe I want it to swing in. Maybe I want it to bounce in. But don't get stressed. Don't overcomplicate it. Just keep it simple. Get your video done first. And here's another beautiful one. Okay, let's go to Paris. Maybe you want to do a documentary. Check this out. How nice does that look? Again, all I did here, the reason it keeps coming out the same color, okay, is because I just went to ChatGPT. Let me show you here. And I said, okay, once you do that, give me one for Paris. That's it. Okay. Give me, look, like I said, give me different versions. You can keep different versions, different animations, and then give me one for Paris. Okay, check this out. Make me one. Let's change it. Let's have the Eiffel Tower. Then the words appear Paris. And it gave me the entire prompt. And this is exactly what you've just seen. Check this out. It's giving me the Eiffel Tower, Paris, and a beautiful animation. So just imagine in part of your videos, depending what you're doing, maybe doing information, training, affiliate products, e-commerce, educational storyboards, cinematic, maybe a TV series, maybe storybots, sings, music videos. You can do all of that amazing stuff. And that's a really good question. Alignment tricks, in terms of alignment, I'm pretty sure you could actually put it, or you can incorporate it in your request to ChatGPT. Is that I want it aligned, center aligned, or maybe you could even discuss the type of lettering, or the font, or the thickness, or the size of it, the dimension, the perspective of it, all of that stuff. It just comes down to the prompt and then testing and making versions of it and seeing which one looks the best. That's what it's about. And that's what I guess that's a good thing, is that you have ChatGPT where you can, as weird as it sounds, it's like having an assistant. You can have these discussions and you can then take those prompts, you can come over to Video Express, and then you can come and test those prompts. And I've done this where I've tested it. I'm not happy with them, and I go tell ChatGPT, no, it's not giving me exactly what I want. I just don't understand. We need to improve it. We need to fix the version. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Okay. So can you show me transition? So yeah, let me just show you here. Let me put some clips down here. So in terms of transitions, just to clarify again, hopefully we can have a look at this. So we've got a number of ways you can do transitions. Okay. So ideally, you do have fast cut. Fast cut will apply to if you have 2 tracks, but you can see we do track 1. The reason you're seeing them here, they're animated. The reason why they're going to appear here, because you won't see them until the video is rendered, meaning once it's exported. Once you generate the video and you export it, then you'll see them. Another way you can apply transitions, go to any of the clips, okay? Right click, and what you'll see, transition in and transition out. So depending if you want to apply a transition as the scene opens, or if you want a transition as it's closing out, that's how ideally you would apply it. So if I select transition in, how I want it to appear, I can have it fade, maybe a clock, as you can imagine, it's like a swivel, wipe left to right and then right to left. Maybe I want to shift from left to center, or center to left, etc., etc. Once you've done that, simply save it, and you can see selected transition fade. And you see there's a little blue dot there. Can you see that, everybody? Oh, well, it's going to be quite difficult to see that. I don't know. If I zoom in, maybe you see there's a little blue square there. That's an indication that that transition has now been applied. So So yeah, I do apologize. I know there's a lot of things to track. I just want to quickly cover transitions because I know this gentleman has asked before, and I know it gets frustrating sometimes when you get stuck on that one thing. So hopefully this gives you an idea, and then just transition out, and you can apply the same thing, and then you render it. You see that little blue square there? Okay, right. Okay, so once we've done all this, let's clean this. Show me. Okay, here we have two versions. Let's have a look. Any of them. Sometimes, look, I'll be very honest. Sometimes you might not get a good result, but it's just about testing. Okay, let's play. Beautiful, right? Simple, straightforward, and we've got two versions, and both versions have a different dynamic transition, the way they appear. So, did everybody see how simple that was? So you can imagine now, especially with these video, if I want, if we've done the video, if we've done, as he done the intro to, if we've done the intro. Oh, here's another one. This was a really nice one as well. Let me show you this one. So I was thinking about the movie Interstellar. So this is like the solar system, isn't it? Okay. So obviously my spelling put a couple of extra T's, but let me show you some really nice ones. Remember, you can do all of this stuff. Okay, I made some alien style ones as well. Okay. Things like Oblivion Rising, some random movie names. So, thank you everybody for saying they look nice, but I want to be seeing your versions, right? So I want everybody to, start experimenting. Let's have a look at this one. Okay, this is good. Okay, so I know we're kind of like not gone off track, but you remember this lady here? Let's have a look. Remember this lady? So this is just rendered. So it rendered, but we missed it. So let me just show you with the talking photo element. Can you show how to control camera movement with prompts? Okay, so I will try, but can you just see this now? Can you see we took a snippet of the lady and we've now generated it into a consistent character. And we can then build out scenes, we can have multiple characters, we can create a full length video, I mean, with multiple different characters. Like you saw with this lady here as well, the captain of the ship, starship, as an example, you can see her. Same thing. So, how do we let you see? Oh yes, okay. So, please. So that's a really good question. So you'll see there's a link in the group. So ponder.com/Facebook. So really urge every single one because you'll see them already in there. So put them in the group and even tag any of us so we can see. Because any feedback we can give, we can check it out, and that's what we're here for. So, um, so so let's look at camera prompts. So what we're going to see. So do you remember this one here? So cinematic intro. Remember the Titanic thing that we saw? You can see with the prompt, the video action prompt, it actually says, look, the way it's going to appear, the full word emerges, gold, massive, reflective, shimmering reflection, a soft lens flare hits the sea as the music swells into a deep orchestra chord. The camera holds steady. So this is the camera prompt here, okay? So what we're going to do, can you change the I know what you can do. This is another really good way. Can you create 3 more versions, but dramatic camera angles? But I would say when you spend time on it, have a discussion and think about what are the angles you want to come up with. First, come up with the ideas and then maybe shortlist some and then focus on those ideas and then work on those ideas and then bring them in the prompt and then test them out and see which one you like the most. And then you can, play with the enhancements of that. Okay, so here we've got different versions. Okay. Okay, give me the action video. Oh, video action prompts for each. And what you'll see as you scroll down, you'll see even the one we've done for Paris. If you want, you can just change. You can go in there. You can change the location. You can change the text, how you want it to appear, and you see other aspects. Especially, we've done the interstellar one. Okay, so I'll just put a line through this one because they're 2 separate ones. And you kind of see it. One's Oblivion Rising. So these are just like cinematic type intros. Okay, and you can see, look, that was a really good question, especially with the camera angles. Yes, you can, because it says, look, camera spins around the world interstellar as each letter fractures into mirrored shards, spinning into the wormhole. So it's just about testing and having fun with it. Like over the shoulder is looking at the audience from the speaker. Yep. Okay. And remember then, once it's done, essentially it is going to look something like this. All right. You don't have to remember, this is just adding extra layers to it, but if you keep it simple, we saw some of these examples. Look, there's no audio on these. Actually, is there? I'm sure there is. Yeah, there's sound effects. Yeah, there is some talking. So just like we done, we can have those talking scenes. We can just have a mixture of B-roll and scenes like that, and then add character talk as well. So just remember, we can use ChatGPT to create our entire script. Okay, so when you go to this document, when you have access to it, you'll see we can start off. You don't have to, but you can start off with the script, the film script. Obviously, 60 seconds. You can make it longer. It's not a problem. Once we have the script, then we can compartmentalize them. We can actually say, okay, now label them as scenes. Then those that scripts will be structured into different scenes, and then from those scenes, we can then instruct ChatGPT to start giving me the exact image scene prompts and the video action prompts. Now, you can take this one step further if you so desire. You can ask it, create me the specific characters and give me the specific characters for each scene and include the image scene prompt. And yeah, that's all you need is the image scene prompt. Why would you need the image scene prompt? Because then you can actually use Video Express and create those characters from scratch and then use them as consistent characters throughout your movie. You can make, if you need a hero, you need a villain, you need part of the crew, the team members, whatever it is, you can create those elements. It just makes it much more easier than the other method that we looked at, taking screenshots, etc. So I think, yeah, just make sure join the ponder.com/Facebook group. So let me know if you have any questions, because I know there's a lot, and the last thing I want to do is, as you know, sometimes with time everything gets overwhelming, so we want to try to keep this as clean as possible, and then we shall conclude. Okay, so I've seen a question: in Artistly, can we create mock-up images with consistent characters like in the in Artistly? Can we create mock-up images with consistent characters like in one image the character promoting bags and the next he's promoting spices and he's holding these bags? Yes, you can. I think there's a lot of training on that as well, where you can do that. You can do product holding, etc., etc. So I don't want to go off track because obviously this is around Video Express, but if you go to tutorials, you'll see that all in there. So just let us know or just reach out in the group. But definitely, if you go to tutorials, you see that, especially with product holding. So let me know. Has anyone got any questions? We'll have a look, and then I think Sid may return. But I can see the Paris one is amazing. Can we fix just one person speaking when we have two characters? You for that you obviously need green screen effect like that. Obviously, Video Express does, but it's very hard, isn't it, to assign that to one character for talking. So remember, it comes to your prompt as well, isn't it? Because in this one, let's have a look. If you remember, in his one, you'll see the captain is talking to the crew. So look here. You can see. How do we let you see? And also, there is an affiliate program if anyone's thinking. Suggest that to me. Suggest to have music. Okay, so music. There is some music. Well, there are some tracks. So if you go into My Media and go to audio, you'll see there's ambient. Okay, some ambient sounds. If you go back, there will be effects. Okay, so effects, believe it or not, if you were to go, take it from me, if you were to go get this stuff manually and source all of this stuff, not only time, but just the headache and the cost of going around and getting little snippets. I spent, when I was building this out, I don't, how long did I spend? I just spent a little bit of time, right? For me, because I like to be a little bit picky, I spent time going through and I thought, all right, let me add the sound exactly where I want. Let me go through. I actually went through it. I spent time. That's what you have to do. You have to, you've got to make effort. Okay. So if you want, spend time, go a little bit overboard for the first one. And the more time you spend on understanding the process, the easier it will become the more videos you start creating. Does that make sense? So even if you make the first video, you just make it look 10 seconds, 20 seconds, fine. Make a 10, 20-second video, post it in the group, then make another one, make another one, make another one. And eventually, guess what? It'll all compound. The process becomes a lot more easier. So when I say music, I mean create music. Yeah, we can definitely, there's a roadmap if you want to add something like that. We can definitely. So I think Sid's here. So let me remove my screen because I think Sid wants to share something on the screen. Is that correct, Sid?
No, just leave your screen on.
Okay.
So some questions about how to create sound effects for, the movies that we are creating
right.
here.
Okay, so create with AI. Now that's a really good point, actually. So we got the AI sound maker. So you've got sound from prompt, or you can do it from the video. So you've got a choice. Now, you may be thinking, okay, how do I create the prompt? The same way, if you want to write something like, let's just say, alarm bells ringing, okay? Because what's interesting is one of them that I had was an intruder alert. So I could say, alarm going off. Okay, and then what you can do, this is another really good tip. Depending on the length of the the duration of the sound can match the duration of the clip that you want to assign it to. So if the clip was 4 seconds long, I can make it 7 seconds long. If I want to make it 7 seconds long, I can make it 7 seconds long. Okay, sometimes you don't want it too long, you don't want to make it too short, but even if you make it longer than you need, you can always adjust it. Okay, that's the first way of doing it. So you can see alarm going off and then it'll generate you a preview. Now the important part of this is that the more specific you are in your prompt, the better result. We say this time and time again. So what I could do, if I want, you don't have to, if you want to keep it simple and go through the AI sound maker and doing the prompt by yourself, you can do so. Or if I go to ChatGPT as part of my script. I could have a look here. You can see, check this out. Look, sirens blaring. I could say, I could take this and I could just paste it here and say, create me a AI sound prompt for this. I'm going to show you the first way. The second way is where we can actually so here we have, check this out. So we've got this nice beautiful sound here, okay, with the alarm. You won't be able to hear it, but I'll play you some clips so you can actually hear other versions, so you see the quality of it. And check this out. Look, there will be a difference as well on the output that I've just got now compared to if I use this one. High intensity, sci-fi, emergency, ambience, loud red emergency lights, flashing, repetitive, blaring sirens. Okay, so you can see I can go into my script because I've already got it done. I come over to ChatGPT and it can give me more specifics. But if I want to make my life easier, when I was creating this prompt, I could say for each section where it's relevant, create me an AI sound for it. So I already have it. I don't have to use it, but it's there for me. Okay, number one. The second part of this is that if you want to create it from video, so Video Express will also create the sound based on the video. And remember, with AI, you have to, you can make more than one version and test it out. So say, for example, if I had a moving car, or maybe I had bustling people in the city streets, or maybe I've got a launch off of a spaceship, then I can just simply choose the video. And you can see there it's now uploaded, and then I go and create the sound. Okay, and it says once it's done, it will now appear in the media tab. So let me show you some examples of what it would sound like once it's done, or these are some other effects, so you can actually see what it sounds like. These were actually created within Video Express. So this is number one. Okay, so a nice ship, crashing waves. It actually sounds like somebody's gone out there and recorded this, or authentic sound. Beautiful live traffic. Here's another one, hustle and bustle city center. So all of these created with the AI sound maker. So you're not limited. So that's a really good point for Sid to raise up. You're not just limited, especially with royalty. With the tracks that are already there, you can actually create unique tracks, and actually it's unlimited capability essentially. Okay, especially when you arm it as well with a ChatGPT.
Yeah, the number one drawback with all the other apps right now, other than the high-end apps like VO3 or whatever, which charge you an arm and a leg for the type of videos they create. Each clip, I think, is $3 or something like that you generate with Veo right now. So to create like these kind of sound effects is not possible with other apps. Like literally with Video Express, everything is set up in one place, so you can create cinematic videos, you can create sound effect for those videos that you generated, and create some realistic and beautiful videos, right? So the ultimate thing, like think about a movie or a high-end production, right? High budget production. Like what is the number one thing that you see? First thing you see is visuals. Okay, we discussed how to create those high-end visuals, right? Now, the second thing that you see is sound effects. So now, before to get sound effects for your clips or your scenes, you had to go through various different websites like Envato or like, some other places and license those music clips or the sound effects or whatever, right? Now with Video Express, you can literally, with a click of a button, create sound effects for any scene. Literally, it can be the scene generated from the app. You can just select that video and the AI will automatically add the suitable sound to that clip. So that's just a beautiful addition that makes it Video Express more valuable, where you don't have to leave the app and use multiple different apps. You can literally do it all in one single app. So that's something like that we are testing right now, that SoundMaker. It's a new addition. It's a new technology that's available. I think one of the first apps to have it is Video Express. So make use of it in your cinematic productions to add sound to your scenes.
Yeah, that's a really good point, because I used to one of my hobbies was like making videos, and the headache of going to alternative sites just to get sound effects or music tracks, and then you're paying extra money just for the commercial rights of them.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's very costly. And you could only use it like once.
Yes, and we don't have budgets like that, right? High-end productions have music producers and all that kind of stuff. We're trying to do it in a shoestring budget. So Video Express just makes it super easy for you.
Okay. Affiliates. Yeah. Okay. So Video Express .ai affiliates. If anyone wants to go check that out as well, and we'll put that, I guess, on the tutorials page when you get the resource document. I'll put the link in there as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. The number one thing I wanted to point out for anyone who doesn't own Video Express, I would recommend you go to videoexpress.ai right now and get your copy before the price increases, right? I don't know how long we'll have the introductory price without any monthly fees, without any credits. And right in front of your eyes, we showed you so many different examples that we generated with the app, right? So that's the beauty of it. And now with ChatGPT and all these other apps that are available, you can realistically create like some amazing prompts and generate videos that are just mind-blowing. And all the videos that you see right now on the screen were generated by users, right? These are all user examples that people have shared into our Facebook group. So we are not trying to show you results that are like, perfect, like some of the other apps do on their sales pages. They only show the best results or whatever. You can join our Facebook group right now, see the imperfections in the app as well, right? You can see what people are asking about. You can see what people are creating, what kind of mistakes they're making, and learn from that experience. Just now, like Ali showed you, like with the text, you see how much difference a prompt makes, like just like the camera angles and so on. You can apply the same concept to your scenes as well. Like you don't have to have the camera, facing forward. If you want, you can move the camera from left to right, move the camera from right to left, zoom in to the scene, and so on. So there's a lot of possibilities with AI that are available to you. It's just a matter of simple tweaks, like I mentioned in the start of the webinar. Just a few minor simple tweaks can elevate your production level to the next level, right? So that's what we try to show you on this webinar, to make it like really simple and easy for you to create videos that are on par with like, the top studios and so on. So one other thing as well, in this Facebook group, if you go to the live tab in not the Facebook group, but the YouTube channel, you can see weekly webinars, the recording of the weekly webinars. So last week we covered like how to create music videos. We covered how to create animation style videos. We created different styles of videos every week. We showed like, I think this is the 7th training on Video Express itself. Like last 7 weeks, we have covered different topics and different questions that people have been asking in our group. So every week we try to take a question that customers are asking and try to make a video on that. And also, like Ali showed on the screen, if you go to the tutorials page, you can find the recordings, the resource documents of all the webinars we have done so far, okay? So all the recordings are available on the tutorials page as well as on the YouTube channel as well. So subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't done so, to be notified about like our future webinars and so on. And follow us on Facebook. Our Facebook group is available to all our customers, non-customers as well. If you really want to see what other people are creating before you make the dive, feel free, join our Facebook group, see the hundreds of people posting videos on a daily basis, right? So everything is transparent, everything is right in front of your eyes, and we try to make it like super easy for you by doing these free training webinars every week. And it takes a lot of our time away, because we have to prepare for the webinars, we have to literally put together webinar content and so on, right? So it takes a lot of time, and we do it for our customers every single week. So all the training webinars will be in our YouTube channel right here, okay? And by the way, with Video Express, you can create videos in multiple languages. It doesn't have to be in English. It can be various different languages. You see how many languages that are supported right now. All the top languages literally that you can imagine are within the app as well. And I think Video Express has the largest library of text-to-speech voices, right? So literally, we have 800 different voices that you can select from. And various different countries you can choose from. There are like different emotions for those voices that you can choose from, and so on. So literally 800 different voices a library filled with those voices, different languages. I don't think is that kind of large library is available in any other app right now. So it just makes it super easy and simple to create videos from one single dashboard, right? So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying our best to give the customers best value possible for what they have invested in us. Thank you once again for being our customer. Thank you for purchasing our various different apps. And if you haven't gotten Video Express, like I said, videoexpress.ai. You can go there and get it for a one-time price. There's no credits, no watermarks, nothing like that. There'll be a lot of applications on Google, by the way. If you go search for AI video maker, they will say it's a free app, right? But you go to that, they'll literally put a watermark on the video. So literally you can't use it for commercial purposes or anything like that. So literally with Video Express, there's no watermarks, nothing like that, no monthly fees. So it's literally simple and easy for you to create videos. So with that, Ali, any final comments or any final thoughts?
Yeah, I would say even those that are sitting on the fence, remember 30 days money back guarantee, isn't it? So come in, enjoy yourself. If you're not happy, we can part ways, still stay in the group, have fun. That's it.
Yeah. Thank you all for attending today, and we'll see you next Friday again at 1 p.m. Okay. So we'll make an announcement in our Facebook group if you join us, and this YouTube channel will also have an announcement. So you know when the webinars are. Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. That's New York time. So every week we host a webinar at that time. So make a note of that, and I'll talk to you very soon. And the resources document, Ali will add it to the description of this video right after the webinar. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.